بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا مولانا محمد عبده ورسوله أما بعد. Hadith number 14. Hadith is about the sanctity of a Muslim's blood. Hadith is narrated by Ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala. He said, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said, لا يحل دم امرئ مسلم إلا بإحدى ثلاثة. That the blood of a Muslim man is not permitted, is not halal, except in three reasons. Except three reasons. What's the first one? As-sayyibu zani. It means a person, a mature person who committed adultery. Wa-nafsu bin-nafsi, and if a person kills another person, if a person kills another person. وَالتَّارِكُ لِدِينِهِ الْمُفَارِقُ لِلْجَمَاعَةِ, and the person who abandons his deen and separates himself from the community. So these are the three reasons when a Muslim can be killed. Okay. Now, what are the three reasons? Let's explain a bit in details. So the first reason for which a Muslim can be killed is that person who committed adultery after the marriage. After marriage. So, for example, if a Muslim person, a Muslim man or a woman who was married, who is married or who was married, okay, and they had intercourse in the marriage. I mean, they had the sexual relationship with their spouses after marriage, and then after that they have committed adultery. They have committed adultery. Then the ruling is they will be stoned to death. Now, there's some rules and conditions for it. There's some rules and conditions. The rules are, first of all, they will have to be married. Okay, the Muslim man or the Muslim woman, they have to be married. Also, for example, someone got married. Okay, he has done his nikah with his or with her spouse, but they never had the relationship. They never had the intercourse. And then before they had the intercourse, even though they are married, before they had the intercourse, they committed adultery and they got caught. Okay, then they can't be stoned to death, even though they're married, because they never had the relationship, the marital relationship. Okay. Another rule is, for example, the man or the woman, okay, they were married, and they had the relationship with their spouses as well, and after that they committed adultery. Now that how do they call it? The actions of adultery, it has to be witnessed by four Muslim three pious people. Four, four Muslim, three pious people. Do you understand? Now, this is why in Islam, stoning someone for committing adultery is almost impossible. Is almost impossible. Why? Because obviously when people commit adultery, they don't commit adultery in front of the public. Obviously they hide, isn't it? It's almost impossible for four people to witness it. Do you understand? Now, for example, the four people, the four pious people, not only Muslim, they have to be pious. They can't be a fasiq, like the witness, those people who are eligible to be witness in Islamic court, they have to be pious, means like they can't be open sinner. Like for example, a person who openly does bad things, like he drinks. Or in some kitab says if somebody is standing up on the side of the road and urinating, he's not considered to be a witness in Islamic court. That's how strict the rules. Do you understand? So to be witness in Islamic court, you have to be very nice person, pious person. You have to be a reliable person, authentic person. Do you understand? Now, for example, four people, I will explain to you how it's almost impossible to stone someone to death because of committing adultery. Because a lot of the people, they ask question, oh, Islam is so harsh. Look how they kill people, how they stone people to death just because they have committed adultery. But I'll explain to you the hikmah, and I'll explain to you how it's almost impossible to stone people to death because of committing adultery. So, for example, four people, they witnessed, they saw a man and a woman, okay, they went to a room to commit adultery, okay, or to commit zina, and they closed the door. They closed the door, and whatever they're doing. Now, these four people, even though they're pious, they're eligible for being witness in Islamic court. Now, if these four people, they go to the judge and they complain, oh, we saw these two person, this women, they went in the room and they closed the door, and we think they committed adultery. Then the judge will not accept their testimony, and the judge will not punish the people who actually went in the room. Rather, the judge will punish these four people. Do you understand? For slandering. And they will be banned from giving witness. Do you understand? They will be banned from giving witness. Means their witness will not be accepted after that. Now you might say, why? Like they just saw these four people, these two people that are going in the room, okay, and there is chance that these two people are committing zina there. How comes their witnesses are not accepted? It's because the rule is the four witnesses have to see that this person is actually committing the zina. Do you understand? You can't just say, oh, we just saw they are going in the room and we have a doubt that they have committed the zina. But you don't know if they actually committed or not. Do you understand? So it can't be like 50-50, or it can't be like there can't be any doubt. It has to be 100% sure. It has to be 100% sure. Do you understand? Even it says that witnesses, those witnesses will witness the sin. They have to witness such a way, they have to be sure such a way. It's like they have to see a string is going through the needle. It's just an example. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they have to see it. Otherwise, It's not accepted. You understand? So that's how Islam is actually careful when it's when it's time to give a legal punishment to a person. Now you tell me, is it possible for for a person to be punished because of committing adultery? It's almost impossible, isn't it? How are you going to find four people? Even for example, two people, so they are committing adultery. By the time you go and bring another two, then it's all done. You understand? It's almost impossible. Unless if those two people, they're committing adultery in front of the public, which is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he made this punishment so harsh. So harsh. You know why? Because the main reason, the hikmah, the wisdom behind this death, this punishment, so that the people don't do this kind of thing in front of the public. You understand? If they do something in private, obviously that's between Allah and them. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he put this punishment so they don't go in front of the public and do this shameless work, shameless deed, and spread it to the society. That's the main wisdom and hikmah. You understand my point? So if you say, "Oh, Islam is too harsh," actually Islam is not being harsh. You understand? Islam is being harsh because Islam doesn't want this kind of shameless things to be happen in front of people. And we know how people are doing this kind of things, shameless things in front of public nowadays, isn't it? This is the reason. That's why it's almost impossible for a person to be stoned to death in Islam. And another way a person could be punished in because of committing adultery is if the person, he goes to the qadi, goes to the judge, and he confesses that he has committed the adultery. Now, for example, a person went to the judge and he said to the judge, "Look, punish me because I have committed adultery." Then the judge can say, "Oh, okay, let's go. We're gonna stone you to death." Rather, it's recommended the judge will say to him, "You understand? Are you sure?" And the person has to confess 4 times. How many times? At least 4 times. But the judge will say, "Look, are you sure? Do you understand what zina means?" Because a lot of the time people think, if they go and look at a woman, touch a woman, or then it's zina. Obviously, it's kind of zina, but it's not that level of zina that he could be stoned to death. Do you understand? So the judge will try to make him retract from his confession. Do you understand the point? Even the person is willingly confessing. What's the word? Confession. And he's doing the confession, like, I have committed the sin. But still, it's recommended for the judge to make him, understand and make him, encourage him to retract. If he doesn't retract, then he can be taken to the place and he can be stoned to death. However, while he's getting stoned, if he says, "No, I made a mistake and I retract, I didn't do it," then people have to stop. People have to stop stoning him. This is how careful Islam is while it's time to apply a legal punishment on someone. You understand? But on the media, they show you, "Oh, look at the Muslims, it's so harsh. Look at the way they kill their people just because they committed adultery." But they don't understand. They don't show the actual story. They will show you only the portion which will make Islam look bad, isn't it? So that's one reason. Second person said, "Wa nafsu bin nafsi." So if you kill a person, in retaliation, you will be killed as well. This is called qisas. Now, if a Muslim, he kills a Muslim, then he will be qisas. Unless, qisas means, let me explain the qisas. Qisas means if a Muslim kills another Muslim, then he will be killed. He will be killed. If a Muslim killed a non-Muslim, is he going to be killed? No. According to Aimma Thalasa, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Malik rahimahullah, Imam Ahmad rahimahullah, they said no. But Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, he has a different opinion. He said no. If the non-Muslim is a person who is it's called zimmi. Zimmi means like a non-Muslim who is living in a Muslim country and paying tax, and he is protected by the Islamic government. If a Muslim kills that person, then he will be killed, according to Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah. You understand? Now, if a Muslim kills another person, another Muslim, then there will be qisas. Qisas means in retaliation he will be killed as well. Unless the wali, like the father or the brother or whoever, the family member of the person who was killed, they say no, we will forgive him, but he has to pay the diyat. Diyat means compensation. And what is the compensation? It's 100 camels. How many camels? 100 camels. If the family of the killed person, they said, we don't want retaliation by we will accept the diyat, the 100 camels. Then he can give the diyat and he will be saved from getting killed. Okay. And another reason Prophet said, وَالتَّارِكُ لِدِينِهِ الْمُفَارِقُ لِلْجَمَاعَةِ, i.e. the person who left Islam. The person who left Islam. What does it mean? Now, if you live in a Islamic country where there is a Islamic law and Sharia, where there is a Islamic court, where there is a Amir, a Muslim leader, a Khalifa, you understand? And if you leave Islam, if you denounce your Islam, then according to the law, Islamic law, you will be killed for leaving Islam. You might say, why? Like it's my choice. Is my choice to leave Islam or to accept Islam. It's because you are being rebellious. That's the one, rebellious, isn't it? If you leave Islam, you're being rebellious against the Islamic government. And this is a common rule of every country. The rebels, they are killed or they are imprisoned. For example, if somebody is plotting against the royal family in England, what will happen? What are they going to say to them? Oh, it's your choice. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. No, they will put him in prison. Obviously, in this country there is no death penalty, but probably some other country they will give you the punishment of death if you rebel against the monarchy or the royal family. So when you're living in an Islamic country and you're leaving Islam, you denounce Islam. What does it mean? It means when you denounce Islam, what does it mean? You don't believe in Allah. It means you don't believe in Allah. If you don't believe in Allah, that means you don't believe in the law of the Quran. An Islamic country, the rules and the law of the country is from Quran. But if you don't believe in Quran, that means you're not believing in the law of the country. So you're rebelling against the country, against the government. Then obviously you'll be punished. It's not about your freedom of speech or freedom of choice. You understand? It doesn't apply in that case because you're rebelling against the whole system and country. Do you understand wisdom now? That's the reason you get killed. Now, according to Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, Hanafi fiqh, the person will be given few days to repent, to think. He'll be given advice that you shouldn't be leaving Islam, it's a true religion, and we'll try to explain to him. But if he says, no, I don't want to come back, I left Islam and I don't want to believe in Islam anymore, then obviously, yeah, then he will be killed. You understand the reason now? Now, who can give this punishment? Can any Muslim give this punishment? For example, somebody committed adultery and he got caught, or someone killed another Muslim, a Muslim killed another Muslim, or like a Muslim left Islam. Now, can any Muslim go and punish the person? No. It has to be a Islamic government. The country has to be ruled by Islamic government. Then the government, the judge will decide, and then the punishment will be given. You can't go and say, oh, you left Islam, so that's it. I'm allowed to kill you. You can't do this. Then you'll be killed, because you're not allowed to do this. As a member of the Muslim public, you're not allowed to do this. The authority has to do it. The law people nowadays, what do? They go and do this rubbish thing. They go and kill, like for example, the ISIS. They were killing this Yazidi and these Shia Muslims in Syria because they are not Muslims, so they decided to kill them. They're not allowed to kill other Muslims. You understand? Because they're not Islamic government. So, and this is how they show that to the world, isn't it? Oh, the Muslims are so harsh, because they kill other Muslims, they kill non-Muslims, they kill the murtad, the people who left Islam. But they don't show that, no, it goes in a systematic way. There's a system for it, there's rules and regulations for it. You understand? They don't want to show you this. So this is why it's very important for us to learn the knowledge of Deen, to understand the rules and the hikmah behind the ruling of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You understand? Then you will be able to represent Islam to people properly. This is why you should come to the dars every Sunday and learn this kind of rulings. You understand? May Allah give us tawfiq, inshallah. May Allah give us the proper understanding of Deen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the knowledge of Deen, and may Allah give us tawfiq to represent our beautiful Deen to other people in a nice way. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.